Today, we're going to take a look at the most popular stocks on WallStreetBets and see if two professional investors, both competing in the U.S. Investing Championship, would actually take any of these stocks. I don't actually know if this is going to happen, but I know some of them are going to be pretty garbage. Some of them, you never know. They might be something good. So let's start at the top. Let's start with the market, Joe. If we go to the market, I think this is the best place to start. Now, the reason being is that all the stocks really have the market as their backbone. 40% of the move of any stock is due to the market. 30% is due to the sector, and only 30% due to the stock itself. Now, when we look at the market, we can see we're in a bearish trend. So let's take a look at that. Now, the market just opened a couple minutes ago, and it's down bad. It's down bigly. It is big, nasty, ugly this morning. But it's been 10 under 20, price under 50 for a minute, right? We have seen several bearish candles in a row. Now, Joe, before any crash in the history of time, it always starts this way. Do you know why that is?
Because it's just math.
It's just math.
Yeah.
It's just math. It's time and price. And when prices are going down over a long period of time, it will pull the moving averages down. Now, this is not a leading indicator, as somebody would like to try and find something that's a leading indicator to predict the future, which is impossible. Mm-hmm. This is a lagging indicator, but that's okay. All we're trying to do is establish direction. We can't establish magnitude nor duration, but we can establish direction. Right now, the direction is down. How long will it be down? I don't know. You've seen many, many times it bounce down and then bounce right back up. This area has been super, super choppy. We are crashing down to levels not seen since October. We are still struggling with this area that we've been in since October. So the market has been really frustrating. So if you are struggling with the market and you are not seeing the gains that you expected, a lot of that has to do with the fact that the market's been going choppy sideways. So remember, all stocks start with the market. Next is signal. We still actually have a buy signal on the market, surprisingly so, but I didn't take that because we were coming right up into this order block right here. Now, order blocks are areas of trapped buyers. And once those buyers are trapped and they get back to break even, what do you think those buyers turn into?
Cool. Sellers.
Yeah, as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Which is why over and over and over and over and over, those trapped buyers are turning into very aggressive sellers. And that's exactly why I didn't take that trade. Now, you can make your charts look identical to mine, 100% identical. Just go into our Discord, which once you're in OVTLYR, is a little button down on the bottom right, a little Discord button. And then you can have your chart set up identically the same as mine. Now, looking at this, right, let's go back over here. We can see the signal. And like I said, I didn't take that signal because we were already in a bearish trend. Breadth. Let's go take a look at breadth. Breadth is measuring how many stocks have buy signals versus sell signals. And give it just a second here to load. I'm on the hotel slow Wi-Fi, so it'll take another second here. All right, let's scroll this over. And we can see this green line right here represents the number of buy signals versus sell signals. The red line is the 10 EMA of that number right there. And it's had a bearish cross on February 13th. Joe, what's happened since February 13th? I wonder. In fact, let me just update this a little bit. Let's move this to February 13th. Right. A little bit further there. Okay. And then let's move this to today. Down 2.3% since that point. Right. Now, Joe, I can't say that this predicts where the market's going to go, but boy, does it work like that leading indicator we talked about.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. This is actually one of the coolest indicators ever. And Joe, would you believe I made this indicator?
That's cool.
I made it. I'm so proud of it.
You should be proud.
The way that I came up with this indicator was I was taking trades based on what was on the bull list, which is the buy signals, versus the bear list, which is the sell signals. And I texted Mahesh, our CEO, one day, and I said, Mahesh, I'm noticing that when the bull list is growing, more buy signals are coming. My trades are a lot easier. I'm noticing when the bear list is expanding, my trades are a lot harder. And so what I did was I got all the numbers, downloaded them, and I put them into Excel and made this exact chart right here. And then I correlated them with my trades. And I was like, well, wait a minute. There's actually a really strong correlation here. When breadth is increasing, the buy signals are that much more effective. When breadth is falling, the buy signals are harder to make money with. So that's a little pro tip right there. I don't have the pro tip button today. Pro tip right there. Pro tip right there.
So you're saying you have multiple entry signals before you get into a trade?
Yeah, and I think that unless you're just like, Chris Chains, who is looking at the WallStreetBets list and going, let's do this, baby, right? you really need to be looking at a top-down perspective of the market. So the trend right now, the market is down, the breadth is down, and the signal is currently bearish, but I didn't take that signal for the exact reason of we have overhead resistance right here. Now, once we push through this area, once we get over 696.10, I'd be very interested in going long. But until that point, all these buyers are turning into sellers over and over and over. So let's continue on. Let's go to the first stock on this list, Nvidia. All right, let's go to Nvidia. And I'm looking at all these blind. There is no cherry picking here. Let's go to Nvidia. So we've already established the market, and that will apply to every single one of these stocks that we look at. Next, let's look at the sector. This is in the tech sector, as you would expect with Nvidia. The tech sector breadth, so we just looked at the breadth chart a minute ago, is down here. Now, the grays are when there's less uptrends, more downtrends, and the reds and greens are when there's less downtrends, more uptrends. And that's also what you want to see, not just the buy and sell signals, but also how many uptrends in the whole sector are helping push the price of that stock up. So that's what the breadth is showing down here. Then the fear and greed for the sector, right? This measures the fear and greed. So what's really cool is it takes this chart, which shows you how many companies are greedy, how many companies are fearful, and then plots it over time, right? So right now, actually more companies in this sector are becoming greedy, and we can see how that's growing right here. So that's why this is green, and also why this is red down here. So that's 30% of the move. Now we jump into the stock itself, all right? So the trend on Nvidia is down. You can see that very easily with the red backgrounds over here and the red background today. When the trend is up, it's green. When the trend is sideways, it's white. The signal is sitting on a sell signal. The fear and greed on Nvidia is getting worse, Now, let's double check those outlier blocks. I actually like the outlier blocks in TradingView better. Let's go to Nvidia real quick. I got that on my list right here. Yeah, it looks like it's actually clear of overhead order blocks. So that's why that's lighting up green right there. So yeah, Nvidia. How would you rank this, Joe? I'm curious. Would you rank this as a buy, or would you rank this as, I'm sorry, let me ask you to rank this as a Lambo or a food stamp?
Yeah, this is definitely not one I'm interested in getting in. Look, it's gone sideways for quite a while. It's got a bit of volatility. That's going to affect my position size. And I can see, as you were mentioning, the outlier trend template just isn't lit up here, right? So your 10 is under your 20. So what we got, our blue line is under our black line. And currently the price is under the 50, which is the red line. So all these signals tell me that to go long would be a mistake for me, for my trading plan.
Yeah.
Somebody else may have different signals and they should run with it. But yeah, for me, no, not so much. Now, I do notice there's perhaps some support down there.
Yeah. You want to talk about how outlier blocks work? Look at this. This outlier block created in September 2025. This area of basically where people want to buy it at, around 170-ish. Over time, every single time it's come to this area, once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles so far, has come exactly down to here and bounced. Now, I can't guarantee that, just like I can't guarantee that anything's going to be overhead resistance and not be broken. But it does show you that this is an area that people are interested in, right? An area where those buyers want to be buying more of it. And I also wanted to point out, we talked about moving averages, how we can't predict duration or magnitude. Perfect example, right? I can't tell you duration or magnitude, but right here is direction, right? Bullish, turns bearish, turns bullish, turns bearish, turns bullish, turns bearish, turns bullish, turns bearish, right? As a trader, you're going to have to accept that not every time it lights up this way will it continue forward, which is why you have a confluence of signals, right? When I say confluence, that's what the outlier 9 is there to help you with, right? So looking at this one today, it's got 3 of 9. When it's all golden, all 9 of 9, we call that the slingshot. And I can tell you for a hot minute, it has not had a slingshot here. So does that mean it will always go up when the slingshot's there? No, but it certainly makes things a lot easier. And that's what we're trying to get across here, right? That's what we're trying to get across here. And this is just 82 cents a day.
Yeah, insanely cheap.
82 cents a day.
And if you're not comfortable yet to be a subscriber, you can get a free trial and you can try it out for yourself. You can look up your favorite stocks before you get into them and find out if OVTLYR would recommend a buy.
And if you have any seeds of doubt, you could actually go to financial-competitions.com and search for OVTLYR and see there are 12 gentlemen, including myself and Joe, competing in the U.S. Investing Championship. And in the first month of the competition, you can see how some of our outliers are doing. Like these two gentlemen, unbelievable. And I don't claim to take their success, but I know that Outlier is one of their tools. They are on Team Outlier with us. So super, super cool. And so, like I say, if you have any seeds of doubt, we're trying to eliminate those by showing you A, how the platform works, B, actual results of traders using it.
You know what
results.
you should do?
What?
You should show them your actual trades that you have taken in 2026.
You know, Joe, a fake guru wouldn't be able to do that.
No, definitely wouldn't.
No, in fact, we could go right here and I can show you every trade that I'm put on. Now, linked down below is my exact trading plan as far as every trade that I've taken this year so far and how that's contributed to me being part of the U.S. Investing Championship. And like I say, I'm at 27th in my division right now. And like I say, the trading plan is also there. Just go there. Link down below will be this exact document. There is no paywall. There is no email, enter this, and we'll send it to you. You click it, you got it. It's just that easy. Just that easy. And again, you can use this exact same trading plan for your trades. Now, you need to have consistency and discipline to follow the plan. You can't just show up and be like, oh, this one trade didn't work, Joe. It's true. Not every trade is going to work. Yeah. You have to be okay with that.
I'd recommend trying out paper trading, especially if you're a new trader and you're trying to even understand what trend trading is. You could take Chris's plan and see through paper for free if it's something that you can emotionally trade or that fits your lifestyle.
But I would also caution you to say if you are paper trading or if you are, and this is just in general, or if you are trying to trade any plan, my plan, your plan, Joe's plan, Yo Mama's plan, right? Whatever plan you're looking at, you need to have multiple instances. And that's where backtesting comes through, right? Backtesting will show you if this plan actually works. Now, our plan, we have a team of over 20 PhDs, rocket scientists, math nerds, all kinds of smart people. I love smart people. And we came up with Plan M. And Plan M was test over 7,000 trades, right? So we can use our statistical analysis here and say that over 7,000 trades, we had an average return of 4.27, our average wins. Our average loss was 4.41. But our win rate was 56%. So we're making nearly 1.5 times. It'd be equivalent to flipping a quarter that doesn't do 50-50. It's 56% on heads. And every time it lands on heads, you earn $1.50. Every time it lands on tails, you lose $1. That's where our expectancy comes from. So yeah, all that to say, I'm here to help you out. Right? Be sure you subscribe. And if you're watching on the replay, like and hype. Hype makes a big difference in the YouTube algorithm we're seeing. So like and hype. All right, let's go to the next one here. Silver. Silver's down bad today, Joe. Silver's down real bad. It's down 11%. Oh my goodness gravy. This is a bad day for silver. Oh, geez.
Look, there's support there too. That's interesting.
But Joe, we can't see the future, right? Right. When we see the bullish trend is happening, right? Who could have told you silver would crash 8%? Who could have told you that?
Well, there's a gazillion YouTube enthusiasts that are not pro traders that would say it. Now, could they prove it? No.
Well, and you guys have probably seen this as well on YouTube, is that everybody's an expert on YouTube, right? Nobody wants to say that they're wrong. And so if they are wrong, they'll just not talk about it again. Just
delete.
Yeah, that I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say silver was going to go back to $180. No, of course not. Of course not. Right. Let's take a look at silver on the charts over here inside of Outlier. Let's take a look at silver. All right, so silver is still sitting on that buy signal. And again, that's why I preface this and say, I can't see the future. Outlier can't see the future. We're just looking at all the data that we have. Now, with silver crashing 11% like this, what can you do about that, right? What can you do as a trader?
I can't influence the price at all. No. I can check my plan and see if it has hit my exit signal. You know, if I'm a person that trades the charts all day long, 5-minute candles, perhaps my signal got hit right now and I'm going to act on my plan. Otherwise, I mean, I can't make that price change.
No, of course not. And that's why whenever you are trading anything, you need to have your position sizing in place, right? This is the position sizing formula that I use. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out a little bit more. This is the position sizing that I use, right? And position sizing, think of it like an insurance contract, right? If you go full port into anything, there's always that risk that the market could come and axe you, right? Especially like on silver moving 11% down today. But what's cool about this is a dynamic position sizing. So the greater the volatility of any asset, you actually trade smaller. You actually trade smaller and smaller. So silver, if we look at the ATR indicator, you can see that silver for ages had an average true range of volatility of roughly $1, $1.30, maybe $1.50. Then when it came and did this huge move up here, it went from $1.50 up to $8 real fast, real fast. Now, if you're trading something where the average true range was $1 and now it's $8, you are obligated to trade 8 times less in size because the volatility is elevated. And so when it happens like this, even today, this is still 6. So you need to be trading a significantly smaller size. So when something like this happens, you're not going to get absolutely ruined. That's why in this position sizing formula, we include take your account balance times your risk percent, and you divide it by 2 times the ATR, 2 times this value, which means that anytime volatility is elevated, you trade smaller. Anytime volatility is small, you could trade bigger, right? This is a strategic plan. Now, Joe, I didn't just make this up on my own. In fact, I didn't make this up at all. Do you know where I learned this from?
Was it from a market wizard?
It was one of the greatest traders of all time, in fact. Joe, he was the first billion-dollar hedge fund manager.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Larry Hite. He and I specifically worked on this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you mean we're on YouTube right now learning for free from a person who learned from a market wizard who is now a professional trader?
Correct.
That's amazing. That's
Yes.
insane.
Yes, absolutely. And, we want you to be successful. Not just you, Joe, but everybody watching, right? Especially on the replays. Be sure you like and hype.
Yeah.
We want you to be successful. When you are successful, you can see how it all works. You can understand how to be successful in the markets without any sort of games, without any sort of trust me, bros, right? Everything we do is based on math, based on data, and based on facts. And that is what it's going to take to be successful. No trust me, bros. No trust me, bros.
Now, you mentioned the replay. If somebody wanted to watch these live, especially in the afternoon when you actually perform trade stuff, how could they get those links?
So all of my trades are done in the afternoons because that's my lifestyle trade, right? And you can trade any way you want. But we have an invitation-only live stream that we do every afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Time, where we go through the trading plan for the day. And sometimes we have a lot to do, and sometimes we have nothing to do. And lately, when the market's been really struggling, right, I've been sitting in cash. But not just sitting in cash, I've been getting paid to take no risk, Joe. In fact, today I've made I've made a basis point today. I've made 1 entire basis point today while the market is down 184 basis points. Right. My portfolio is now up 1 basis point.
Yeah.
So I've made 184 times more in a single day sitting on my hands than I would have made if I were in the market.
And zero stress.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. And again, if you want to see that trade that Chris made yesterday to get that basis point, you can watch the replay. But don't cut yourself short. You can get those live every day in the afternoons by being an OVTLYR customer.
That's right. All right, let's keep going. Let's get through the next one. We talked about silver. What about ASTS? Now, OVTLYR covers 9,000 stocks. ASTS. Let's see if it covers ASTS. So we do have it in the system, but until we have 5 years worth of data, it's going to take a little bit longer for us to generate the buy and sell signals. But let's look at this objectively, Joe. We're in a downtrend on AST. Joe, do you ever notice when I go through the top stocks on WallStreetBets how like most of them are garbage?
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
It's like everybody's trying to buy a dip before the dip has stopped dipping.
I think they want to be the hero, right? They want to be the hero that found the bottom. But the problem here is that we don't know where that bottom is going to be, right? Let's say you were the guy who bought the dip over here, right? Oh, you got to buy the dip right here, right? Well, how far did it go down after your dip? It went down 23%. Oof. So to make that up back to where you bought it from, it's actually got to go up 31%. That's how math works.
I don't just get the 23% back and I'm even. Ouch, that hurts.
No, if you got for 23%, you would still be down here. You would still have about $6 to go. So yeah, I don't understand why WallStreetBets tries so hard to find where those bottoms are. And you know what? This could be the bottom. It really could be. But I'm not putting my money at risk right now. Joe, I wouldn't even buy this with your money.
Yeah.
Because the 10 is still under the 20. Price is over the 50 at this moment. We'll see if it ends at that point later in the day. But for me, this is a food stamp. I wouldn't even touch it. I wouldn't even touch it until this crossover. Yeah. And let's look at what sector this is in. This is also in the tech sector, which is not quite moving in your direction just yet. So another stock that there's no way I'd buy. No way I'd buy. How about Micron? Now, Micron actually had a huge move not all that long ago. Micron had a huge move not all that long ago. You can see the buy signal here and then the sell signal here, pretty much 3 or 4 candles from the top. And it's been getting less and less greedy all the way, less and less greedy. So a lot of people looked at Micron. Let's go to Micron on the chart over here. And they're like, wait a minute. I missed out on this 38% move. Maybe I should start buying it right away, Joe. Maybe I should start buying it right away. Let's not discount the fact that it's down 6% right now from yesterday. I need to start buying it right away because if it moved like that before, it's going to move like that again, right?
Oh yeah, it's a guarantee, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. It has to go up. If it doesn't go up, the market is wrong. Okay, it's manipulation. The market is wrong. It's being manipulated. Or, you know what? Sometimes all stocks are bad, but every once in a while they act right. Joe, I heard something outside.
Was it a knock?
Sounded like a Lambo, like a solid gold Lambo that rides on solid gold tires. Like it was just like, I wonder if somebody's going to come join us here at this incredible meeting room that we have procured today. Scroll. This is like 23 seconds on. Keep going. There it is. I wonder who could be coming in.
Who could be?
I don't know.
Knock, 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 knock. It's Chris Chains. Still him. Hit a couple for the door frame. Too loud. Gold Lambo parked by the slow lane. Rev it. Full shape Lambo, yes, no shame. Iconic. Knock, knock. It's Chris Chains. Don't ask me how. All buys never sell dates. Why would I? If it pump, then I'm self-made. Built different. Risk management couldn't tell me. Never needed.
I don't know how that happened.
Professional
YouTubers. Joe, we have no idea what we're doing around here.
It's still no sound? Come on, guys. Give us a thumbs up.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I see them sounds. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on. What Birdie say? No audio. Daggum Birdie, that's when you come fix it for us, don't you know? Birdie, you as a real millionaire, you know the deal. I got to make sure that I just show up looking good, and you make all that hard stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? Make all that hard stuff.
Boy.
Loud and clear now, boy. Let's go. You know what else loud and clear? My tangs jingling, jangling. That's what loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? A-V, yo mama. A-V, let's go. Let's go, AV. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Joe.
That's a lot of red, son.
That's okay. You just buy the dip.
Oh, yeah.
You just buy the dip. It means it's on sale, boy. Don't you understand? You don't want to be a broke boy buying it when it's going up. You want to be a rich boy like me, and you buy the stock at it go down. Or, right?
Yeah,
right?
Let's do it. Let's gamble. Put them on the table.
Well, as a genuine investor, anytime I see stocks that, oh, good gravy, are looking like this, I just know that that's an opportunity to buy the dip because it only goes from here. And if I'm wrong, market manipulation, okay, they out to get me. And B, I just hold it till it come back. You know what I'm saying?
Look for those red candles and buy.
Red candles equals sparkly grills. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means is what it is. So yeah. I'm just saying over here, it may be 2 to 9, but just don't worry about that. Why do WallStreetBets always get them stocks that looking terrible? And look at that. It's only got a 1,450% increase. People so excited about this stock. It's so really great. Oh my good gravy. Yeah. Joe, red candles equal green dollars.
Green dollars, gold chains, baby.
I know. Here, I go flip this upside down.
Yes.
Look at all that money I done made. I made so much money. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, my course only $84,000. So just buy my course and you know exactly what to find, right?
Chris James made all the money in the market. How do you buy that Lambo instead?
Well, see, the deal is that I made all the money, so I got no left for you. There's no money left in the markets for you.
This is all the gold you're giving me?
Yeah.
Son, we got discussion.
You take what you get and you don't throw a fit. All right, that's what I tell all my kids, from my baby mamas. You get what you get and you don't throw no fit. How about Microsoft? Boring ass Microsoft. Go on Jeffrey Epstein Island. Let's go look on Microsoft. I got you on that one. Oh, Bill Gates loves this stock. He also loves to go to them islands. Know what I'm saying?
Look at all that red, son.
Buy the dip, boy.
Oh.
Buy the dip. I mean, look, Outlier, they got them sell signal all the way back in November 5th. November 5th. If I could say this correctly, without my grill flying out, I would do that. Wait, this is the wrong stock. Where's Microsoft? Look at that. That broke boy Chris we drawing all over my chart. That broke boy Chris removed 29 drawings. Goodness gravy, this guy crazy. So since November 5th, let's go November 5th. November 5th. Where did it? Right over there. That's right. That's where I start buying the dip. Okay.
That's clearly where you should get it. 100%. Clearly.
That's where I start buying the dip, boy. I run the wheel. This stock's so good we can't keep from laughing because all the money we make. So November 5th to now, only down 23. Don't mind my grill. Only down 23%. That's nothing, right? What does stage 4 look like? Stage 4 means stage 4 more dollars in my pocket is what it means, right? The stage 4 downtrend means all them dumb boys ain't buying the dips like I done did, right? Now, I mean, now's a great time. Why don't you buy the Microsoft right now? It's real good. I mean, to get back where that sell signal came, and I was going to go up 31%. Ain't nothing, right? Right? Ain't nothing.
Birdie just called me a leprechaun.
What? Birdie hates your guts. I almost choked on my grill.
You're right. St. Patty is coming up.
I'm laughing so hard I'm sweating.
I can't even see. Oh, man. Birdie, you're awesome.
Joe, Mr. Leprechaun Joe. Look, what's on your shirt? Look at Irish, he is a leprechaun.
Why he was after me Lucky Charms?
Irish Joe. Listen, you know Irish Joe come around the corner when you see them leprechauns, like the 4-leaf clovers everywhere. Everywhere he walks, he's got a little cloud of 4-leaf clovers coming out behind him. Joe, we're off the rails, okay? Yeah. We're way off the rails. How about gold? You know I love that gold, baby. Let's go to GLD. So for me, I love me some gold and use a leprechaun. Let's go over here. Use a leprechaun. Don't worry about it being down 5%. Okay, buy that dip. Duh. Buy that dip, boy. Joe crying over there. He just scared. He just scared of a one little itty-bitty red candle. If you ain't got diamond gold hands, you ain't got no business trading in the market. All right. If your hands maybe little, like mine, but that's okay. There's diamond, there's gold, and this going up. All right, this going up. Market, Joe. Market. Hey, Joe, I gotta get out of here.
Nope.
Before you leprechaun ass stealing my car, how dare you do that to me?
All right, get out of here.
Knock, 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 knock. It's Chris Chains. Still him. Hit a couple for the door frame. Too loud. Gold Lambo parked by the slow lane. Rev it. Pool shape Lambo, yes, no shame. Iconic. Knock, knock. It's Chris Chains. Don't ask me how. All buys never sell dates. Why would I? If it pump, then I'm self-made. Built different. Risk management couldn't tell me. Never needed.
Okay. It's not muted now. It's not muted, boy. Oh, Joe, look, there is proof right there in our little studio chat. Joe looks like a leprechaun. Joe, this has been fun, but we have completely lost the plot over here. Listen, get you some OVTLYR. It's only 82 cents a day. And then you could have fun like this while everything is like crashing like nobody's business. The SPY's down over 2%. And Joe and I are over here just drinking some Texas Pecan coffee.
Texas Pecan from HEB.
Yeah, you like that. Listen, if you're ready to save time, make money, start winning less risk, click one of them 2 videos, and we'll talk soon.